Hey guys and girls, today, after putting this section off for a while, I'm finally going to cover my regular DVD movies. I guess I'll start with the only collection that actually has some organization to it, although not really, they're just kind of randomly put here. Comedy, with of course the exception of these first few. This is my Kevin Smith collection. Some of these have kind of disappeared. We've got the standard Clerks 1, Clerks 2, Mallrats. I did have Chasing Amy, but that's among the many that have disappeared. Dogma and Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back. The American Pie movies. Don't find them as funny as I used to, but they're still worth having. Euro Trip, it's watchable maybe once. Dude, Where's My Car? That was a sale DVD. What Happens in Vegas? That's okay. Mr. Deeds, Adam Sandler, so that I guess kind of makes it cool. I like most Adam Sandler stuff, although some of his stuff is better than others. Road Trip, classic. Orange County, yeah, it's okay. Dick, Nacho Libre, Scary Movie 2, which actually I think is the only one of the Scary Movie series that I have left. But that series got kind of tired after a while. Actually, I think after this first one. Austin Powers, The Spy Who Shagged Me, Analyze That, the sequel to Analyze This, which was a much better movie, which I no longer had. Night at the Museum, Weekend at Bernie's, all-time classic. Crocodile Dundee, I got that as a present once. Yeah, I'm not even going to go into Teaching Mrs. Tingle. That's been here for about 10 years. Nah. School of Rock. I like that one. Jack Black is pretty cool. Girl Next Door. Obvious reason as to why I bought that. Go. Probably one of my favorite movies, although I don't think anyone really remembers this one at all. But as Katie Holmes, who I was obsessed with at the time, not so much anymore. Not Another Teen Movie, not that great. Saving Silverman, also not that great. Anger Management, great movie. Borat, great movie. Run, Fat Boy, Run, great movie. Jawbreaker, so-so. Very Bad Things. If you have not seen this movie, and you like dark comedies, this is about as dark as it gets. Definitely one that I'd recommend checking out. John Tucker Must Die, crap. My Super Ex-Girlfriend, watchable once. Wedding Crashers, cool. Shallow Hal, like that movie. Date Movie, not really. New Guy, sure, I didn't even know I still had that one. Not so great. Goldmember, probably the weaker of the three Austin Powers, but still watchable. Forgetting Sarah Marshall, hilarious. Actually, my sister dragged me to that in the theater, but I ended up enjoying it. Team America, World Police, 40-Year-Old Virgin, classic. Stealing Harvard, watchable. Big Daddy, more Adam Sandler. Let's go up here. Freddy Got Fingered, I got that in a bargain bin. Possibly the worst movie I've ever seen, but I think that was kind of the point. So it's in the category of so bad it's funny and actually worth watching because it is so bad and so completely ridiculous. Well, Tom Green, what can you say? Meet the Fockers. Sequel to Meet the Parents, which of course is another one of my movies that disappeared. The first one was much better than the second. Stranger Than Fiction. Will Ferrell. That one was just weird. Little Nicky, more Adam Sandler. National Treasure 1 and 2. Now obviously we're leaving the comedy section. Hackers. All-time classic movie. I remember seeing this in the theater back in 1995. Robin Hood, Men in Tights. Another, I guess, classic at this point. Star Wars, which actually these are supposed to be in order, but they're not. Attack of the Clones. Okay, definitely better than Phantom Menace, but I was somewhat disappointed with the new Star Wars movies. Wonder Boys, Kevin Hart's movie, but I like this one. Also stars Tobey Maguire before the Spider-Man movies. Family Man. Yeah, I know that one might be kind of, well, girlish, but I like that one. 1408. John Cusack movie, okay. When a Stranger Calls, got that for free. Never finished watching it. Fahrenheit 9/11. I actually like Michael Moore's movies, although I know a lot of people can't stand them. And yes, they are somewhat skewed, but there's a lot of truth to what he says. A classic John Cusack, High Fidelity. 28 Days Later. This I actually have on Blu-ray, so I've been meaning to sell that. War Games, starring Matthew Broderick, classic movie from the 80s. Bourne Ultimatum. I like the Bourne series, but I think it is somewhat overrated. Doom, over effects-laden garbage. Replacement Killers, used to like it, haven't seen it in about 10 years. From Hell, anything with Johnny Depp rocks. After the Sunset, you might want to watch it once, but not again after that. Deep Blue Sea, haven't seen this in about 10 years, but I enjoyed it. Panic Room, Jodie Foster, good suspense thriller. Runaway Jury, it's got a nice twist in it. Spy Game, actually $14.99. That price tag has been on there since I used to buy a lot of these at Blockbuster Video since 2002. Probably the last time I watched it. Cellular, I was kind of disappointed by that one. Contender, good political thriller, around about, I guess, 9 years ago. Evolution, yes, David Duchovny left the X-Files to make this movie. I'm not going to say anything more about that. The Hulk, crap. Salem's Lot, classic. Any Given Sunday, I guess, good motivational movie. Green Mile, anything with Tom Hanks rules. Perfect Storm, good effects. Fever Pitch, not sure how that ended up in there. Actually, I think that's my fiance's movie. Urban Legends, Final Cut, I could take or leave that one, probably leave it. Hearts War, meh. Terminator 3, that was Governor Arnold's last movie before becoming governor, and well, we know how that worked out. Fantastic Four, Rise of the Silver Surfer, actually have not watched that yet, got it as a gift. Mothman Prophecies, $9.99, that was also back in 2002. In the early 2000s, I used to buy a lot of these at Blockbuster. Decent suspense movie. Troy, never did understand the hype about that one. Supernova, I didn't like it originally, but it grew on me a little bit. Shrek, great cartoon, but the first one's much better than the later two, although Shrek the Third has the best animation, just because it's newer. In Dreams, one of the earliest movies I bought. Barely remember anything about that. Swordfish, this was a hyped up movie back in 2001. Kind of watchable, but not really. So I'm going to be doing these shelf by shelf, and that doesn't want to go back in there. So that was part one. Tomorrow, do the top shelf down there, and I've got a few others laying around. But anyway, so yeah, after putting it off for a long time, I'm finally getting around to doing my DVD movie collection. Like I said, there is no order to these whatsoever. They're just kind of on the shelf. I just never had the time to order them, or I should say put them in order. But as usual, thanks everyone for watching, and I'll see you probably tomorrow with more of my old-fashioned, I guess you could call it now, DVD collection.